So do you want me to sit down or should I just start talking and dancing and shit? Chill, you look like a classy white nigga. Where you from? Yeah, but where you from though? That's it. You from Westchester? Holy shit! That's what I'm looking for. Somebody from Westchester. You classy? You don't hang out with any gorillas, do you? I'm sick of these motherfucking gorillas. You play basketball? I'm not trying to meet somebody like you actually because I'll have to take care of you on the train. I'm not trying to do that shit. I can't take you to the Bronx to see my friend Maurica. That's it. I might have to take somebody to save you. I can't take you to the Bronx. Look at you to the
You ready?
Bronx.
Shannon, we doing this shit?
Look at you to the
Nice. Listen, this is the, what are we going to call, I'm sitting here. This is Maurica. First of all, this is the first time that I've ever been talking into a radio, this is called a podcast. This is the future. It's happening right now.
The debut.
And guess who that is? Grandpop Angelo Lozada.
It's me, mommy. It's me.
I just called you Lozada or Lozado?
You said Lozada.
How many times do people pretend that you're Italian by calling you Lozada when they bring you up on stage?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, a lot. But that grandpa shit, you can keep.
Well, your glasses is looking very grandpopped out. They
why?
crooked because they crooked right now.
Are they crooked?
They
They
look like
crooked?
you're reading a newspaper in a rocking chair.
Okay, mommy, let's get back.
And that hair is a Just for Men commercial. That's it.
Okay, let's get back
You
to
look like
cases.
George Clooney.
You're starting. That's not bad.
The hair, not the face.
Still not bad.
All right.
I'll take that.
You
I'll
still
take
have
that,
the
mommy.
hair. That's good.
I'll take that. So let's just bring it back, mama. This is your first. This is your debut. This is the podcast.
And your debut too. We
and
together.
my dad, we're together, mommy.
We've
We're doing
always
it.
been together.
We've always been
Since the
together.
beginning.
Since the very, very
The
beginning.
only thing I worry about is like we got to do this shit quick, me and you, because I don't know when you're going to pass away. So we got to keep doing we got to pump out this podcast.
So let's get as many done as possible.
We're going to do 100
mean?
this week because
Absolutely.
you may not be here next week, Angelo.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm up there in age. But we've been here together since the beginning, and now we're gonna embark on this new journey. Since when?
2011.
2011?
That's right. Since before. When was Obama in there?
09.
Jesus, I miss those days.
Yeah.
Talk about nostalgia.
Yeah.
Talk about nostalgia and shit.
And so now that's why you this right here I think is important because of what's happening with Trump and the whole transgender.
Yeah, but you know
you are the queen. You are
Thank
going
you.
to
Of England.
no.
Of the Lower East Side.
That's
at least.
all. Let's just
That's
start.
it. New
We
York
start
City.
there.
Trying to go to Westchester.
Let's start there. Let's see where the podcast is going to take us. But what are we going to call the podcast, Mama?
Well, we there's a few options.
Okay, I think it should be That's It, the Rigorous Podcast starring Maurica.
That's very wordy.
Because you like words. Like you're very.
No, you professorial. You like words. I like shit quick and fast.
So what do you want to do?
Except sucking dick.
You take your time.
When I do suck dick, I want it to be quick and fast.
Okay, well then.
Honestly, you're right. I was the opposite of what I said. Is
So
the truth.
should we name it Sucking Dick?
We can't really do that because of censors and shit.
Really?
I don't know what Gas Digital. This is Louis J. Gomez podcast.
Okay. All
This
right.
is a very classy organization.
I have a feeling Louis J. Gomez he doesn't have sense.
He don't care.
He would insist we call it Sucking
He's
Dick.
outside smoking weed. He don't care. He rides a skateboard. He's a grown man and shit. But he's
he
Puerto
came in
Rican.
skating.
Did you know he's Puerto Rican?
I didn't know Louis J. Gomez is Puerto Rican. Yeah.
You need to ask to find out because the way he acts, you don't know he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah, but the name gives it away. And it's
He
all
acts
good.
like a headbanger.
How
he
that's
acts like
because he is a
He
headbanger.
grew up in Idaho listening to the Insane Clown Posse.
How should he be acting?
Like you, Puerto Rican.
And like you,
like
Mama,
me, like
Puerto
you.
Rican. All
New
right.
York City. He's not from New York City. I think he's from Westchester, though. Yonkers.
So he may know some people, Mama.
Shannon, is Yonkers officially in Westchester?
I'll look it up for you.
Yeah,
It
can you
is.
look that shit up?
It's in Westchester. I
Is
know
it-
it's in Westchester.
Well, let me tell you something.
It's
Westchester.
like right above the Bronx, but it is officially Westchester.
Well, Westchester needs to disown Yonkers. That shit should be part of the Bronx. That shit is not classy.
it's the gateway. You know what I mean? It's just it can't be Bronx and then Paradise.
That's not the gateway. That is the rusty ass gateway.
Okay.
That's just the barbed wire gate
right.
to Westchester.
So what are we saying? That's it. What are we saying? The Rigorous Podcast.
But
what are we saying?
You just said that's it. The Rigorous Podcast. There's two names in one.
Okay, so then pick one. What do you want?
Well, it can only be a few things.
Okay, obviously two Wait, we have 2 on the table. That's it.
Hold up, is this shit staying up? Because
Yeah.
I don't have my tits yet, so this
Yeah,
shit
you
just
don't
falls
have,
down.
and it falls. But
That's
it's
my
all-
plight.
but
You
it's
know
all
my
good.
plight, Angelo.
I know your plight,
Like you
baby.
can't see, I don't got no tits.
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
we need is one more. We on the yellow brick road.
We're looking for the whiz.
I'm looking for the tits. You looking for your sight.
I'm
You
looking
want
for my
to see
sight.
and
And
shit.
who do we need?
Shit, on a humid day, you fucked, right? Like a blind person,
Why would it in a humid day?
because they fog up. Them shits is a lot of glass.
Mama, nah.
That
What
shit is bulletproof.
What fucks up is my hair in a humid day.
When
Oh,
I see
it's
those
awful.
glasses, I want to order a bag of weed.
Okay.
You know, through the glass?
Yeah, but I never ordered weed through
A bag of chips and weed.
Play a number.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can I get a dime bag in 1996 through his glasses, please?
This is why
We're gonna talk
I'm so
fun.
glad. That's why I'm so glad you asked me to do this with you, so I can sit here and just take fucking abuse.
Well, you know, sometimes I get a little out of hand. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
mommy, it's
Angelo.
all good. No. This
know
is
I
you.
love you.
This is you. I love you more. This is you. This is your freedom. I want you to go in. This podcast is going to make history, and I think we should call it the Rigorous Podcast. What do you think,
You know, first
Shannon? What do you think, Mama?
I like the rigorous.
the rigorous.
You like it better than That's It?
Yeah.
Do you have something in your mind that you think something other than those two?
Every time you say the rigorous podcast, it makes me laugh.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
shit.
Shannon did it.
So the rigorous podcast, not classy, not always be classy. I just want to say
the ABC podcast.
the ABC podcast. I'm
Always
just trying.
be-
There's a couple of options that it could be.
Make Money, Touch Dicks podcast.
GMTD, Get Money, Touch Dicks.
podcast.
Could be the podcast GMTD.
Okay.
Could be ABC.
Okay.
Could be Panther Activated.
Podcast.
Because that's how I stay.
Okay.
24/7. I leave the house. I am activated like a feline. I'm ready to pounce on that prey.
You like in
to
the,
grab dicks.
in the Serengeti, mommy.
That's
you like in
right.
the Serengeti. Yeah, and so that's what you're doing now, right? You out here activating, right?
now.
Yeah.
Since the day I was born.
And yeah,
I've been touching dicks.
but especially like in the summertime though, right? You
In the
out here?
summertime, because there's a lot of, I look for linen shorts.
Okay. Why?
You know
why linen?
Because I'm a panther, and that's
Okay.
what I'm hunting.
Okay.
You know how like panthers like to find little furry animals down there close to the ground.
Right.
That's my linen pants.
Okay,
Because
so
I like to see the dick move in the linen pants.
okay,
It
okay.
moves around.
Okay.
When the material is too thick, you don't see a lot of movement.
So you like to see package? You like to see jump?
That's right. I like
Okay.
to know it's alive down there.
Okay, so you
and
like
then
to
I touch
navigate.
it, and then
Okay.
I grab and I touch.
Okay.
You never get in trouble for touching dick.
You never get in trouble.
I never get in trouble.
You never get in trouble.
Nobody ever said shit.
Nobody ever say shit.
The only thing they
You
shit
just-
is whoa, like Joey from Blossom.
so,
They go whoa,
so you just walk up to them. You
and
just,
make them go whoa.
You touch their dick and they go whoa,
That's right. They go like that.
whoa.
They do the whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
and
it.
then what happens right after that?
They said, "How come you touched my dick?" And I said, "Because it was there."
Okay. And
Why-
then you move on
Why did the chicken cross the road?
because it was.
Because it was there.
It was wearing linen
It was
pants.
there. Yeah. How come you wearing a peach shirt? Because it was in the closet today.
Exactly.
And you already made that summertime switch.
Oh, I did. Yeah. I know you made that switch, baby.
I put all the clothes in the vacuum seal under the bed.
That's what's up.
New York City, we don't got a lot of closet
We
space.
don't. So we got to use that vacuum seal.
But let me ask
Where do
you,
you put your stuff? Under the bed?
under the bed where the monsters live, down there. You know that shit.
Okay.
I
Okay.
actually like it better when the sweaters is in the vacuum seal down there because I know no monsters can fit down there. So I sleep a little better.
Okay, because it's stacked up.
It's stacked up and full down there. But then in the summer, there's a lot of space for a monster to sleep, Angelo.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a monster?
Yeah.
At the crib?
He's in the White House.
Yeah. Okay.
I seen that motherfucking monster.
Every day.
I did like
all day.
Scaramucci though.
Scaramucci was fun. I was a little sad he was gone.
He was entertaining.
He was fun.
He was nice.
Yeah, Scaramucci looked right. Looked like he kept his cocaine in a vial. He's
That's
fucking-
right.
Yeah. So what did you dig Scaramucci?
You know what? He's a monster, Trump. But you got to admit, the
Yeah.
White House is New York City as shit right now.
It really
The
is.
country is being run by Long Island, Brooklyn, and Queens. This shit is crazy.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Trump is basically a street performer who has those balls. You know those balls like that?
What do you mean with the cup?
With the cup, yeah.
Like three card Monty, but it's with the cup.
Exactly. He moving
Okay.
motherfuckers around.
What's that called? Do we know what that called?
It's called You Just Lost $40 and shit.
what it's
And
called.
and you from Kentucky and you thought it was a fun game. And now some Dominican has $40. That's it. That's what that shit is called.
So that's what the Trump administration is like.
Basically,
Yeah.
like he's keeping his promises though. He said he was going to drain the swamp.
Yeah.
I mean, he's filling it and infesting it, but he's draining it.
Right.
So promise kept this shit.
So he's filling it with his own people, and then he's draining his own people.
That's right.
That's what you're saying.
He installed it first. He put
Right.
he put a big Trump sign on that shit in his own backyard.
Ugh.
Infested that shit with crocodiles,
Yeah.
and now he's draining that shit.
Right.
So he's keeping his promises.
Okay. Is
By
that
the
what-
way, Make America Rigorous hats are available on my website. Make America Rigorous again.
Let's plug on the demo. That's what's
We
up. Let's
plug
do
it.
that.
Nobody gonna see hit this shit.
Because we got to hit the ground running.
You never know. Shannon might put this shit out because this shit, as soon as the mic goes on Angelo, my rigorosity goes.
It just goes.
My
man.
charisma
Your
is
charisma
flying.
ridiculous.
I
Right
don't-
now, this room is filled. Right now, this room is filled with Maurica, me, and Shannon, who's rocking the board, and your charisma.
And you
this-
can't stop looking at her tits the whole time. I'm going to have to replace a co-host if you don't know how to behave, Angelo.
Okay, all right. She has them. They're there. What are you gonna do?
Exactly. And with those glasses, it's even more disrespectful because it looks like you're looking at them shits under a microscope.
Okay. Speaking of tits, how you doing with that?
You just
baby?
trying to taunt me now.
No, I'm not taunting you, but you know, how you doing with that, Mama? Like,
I'm
I
doing
know-
all right.
Yeah, I know, but I know you've been looking, and you know, you're trying to find somebody to help you. You
Well,
know,
I
you
just
look
lo-
amazing. It's
Thank
not like
you.
you don't look amazing.
Thank
You know what I
you.
mean? And I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know if you need them anymore. You know what I mean? There was maybe a time that I thought because you wanted them, but after all these years together, I think you're fantastic without them. Boo boo, you still want them, or
That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard in my life. Do I want my tits?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course I want my tits.
Okay. Maybe because I got used to you being like that. You know what I mean? In the beginning, I was like, yeah, she should get her tits. But now I look at you and you're just fucking gorgeous.
But they
without
still
'em.
flabby, right? They still a little flabby because when I go to the gym, I just do the waist down. I don't be doing chest or no shit.
Oh,
to
you
keep
don't
them
fuck
shits
with the
flabby.
pecs or nothing
nah,
like that?
and I be
Yeah.
eating mad Frito-Lays to make sure
Just-
that the tits is flabby.
Right, okay.
But I be doing squats. The squats don't make the upper body strong. They just keep that ass. I'm trying to get that Minotaur ass.
Oh, a Minotaur.
Like Shannon and shit.
Okay.
When I saw her walk in, I was jealous as shit. I feel like they put her as the producer to taunt me with
I
those tits.
think maybe they're taunting you.
Shit, those tits is big as shit. Those shits is disrespectful.
Shannon actually volunteered, man. So I think maybe it's Shannon that's. Shannon, are you trying to taunt the queen?
No, absolutely not. Actually, mine are fake, so I could hook you up with a good doctor.
Holy
Whoa.
shit!
Whoa.
I knew there was a reason that God put me in this room.
Well done, Shannon.
Is he a Jewish doctor?
Yes.
So that's legitimate then.
Okay.
You got legitimate tits. You don't got one going this way and then the one pointing to Jesus Christ. Them shits is both going forward?
Yep.
That's it.
Well done.
How much do them
Shannon.
shits cost if you don't mind me asking? I
How
know
much?
that's kind of rude, but
How much?
About 8,000.
Oh.
shit, they don't pay. Louis J. Gomez don't pay you no 8,000
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna have to start a GoFundMe.
Not in this studio and shit.
We got to do a Kickstarter. People do Kickstarters anymore? We're going to do a good GoFundMe. Good job, Shannon. Wow, she just, okay, see, that's something to look forward to, baby.
That's right. Shannon, you're going to take me to the doctor. I'm going to get those tits and we're going to walk down. We're going to look like twins. Just because them shits is big. That's a good job. You got to let me feel them. Only when I'm in the outfit. No, I understand. When I'm in the outfit. It doesn't count when I'm in the outfit.
It does.
That don't count.
All right. Shannon, is that true? Like, would you let Maurica feel your breasts, feel your titties?
I think I have to get to know her a little better
Okay, okay, cool. Even if
Please.
she's in the outfit.
In the locker room, that's all we do. We touch each other's tits. Holy shit, that's a good job right there. Compliments to the chef. Compliments to the chef. That's it. What was his name? Plug him.
first. It's Dr. Rappaport.
Rappaport. You heard that? Listen, we
That's
just plugged you.
Jewish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Rappaport is Jewish?
That's a good question. That
I
sounds
thought-
Irish
is that
to
Irish,
me.
right? Irish?
Rappaport.
It doesn't matter. They're fantastic. Well done, Dr. Rappaport.
Are you sure it's not Rappaportowitz? Maybe he cut that shit in half.
Yeah, could have been.
Shannon, what's your ethnicity?
I'm Italian, Dutch, and German.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Italian, Dutch, and German.
And you grew up in Brooklyn?
Yep.
That's-
Bensonhurst.
Bensonhurst, shit, New York City, Bensonhurst. That was a lot of problems in Bensonhurst when we was growing up. Angelo.
It was, yeah, it was. Black folk, Latinos couldn't, yeah, that was not good. So,
Now it's a lot of Chinese people there.
is it gentrified like the other way? Is it like, is it still like heavy Italian or?
No, the Italians moved out to Staten Island. Now it's like Chinese and Russian.
Oh, okay.
That's Staten Island. They all go to Staten Island. Italians love Staten Island. They love that shit.
You ever think about going to
And
Staten
they all
Island?
vote Republican. You ever see the map?
It is, yeah.
On the presidential election, it's all blue, and then that angry little fucking red island.
Let it go,
And,
right?
and Manhattan looks like a penis, and then Staten Island looks like just a little, like a little puddle, like a little post cum that just dripped off onto Staten Island.
Okay, you really been concentrating on that.
Oh, every time I see
Political
that map, all I see is dick. Sometimes there's no dick there, but I see dick.
You see
I
dick.
see it. When I look at the clouds, people see faces. Guess what I see?
Dick.
Dicks. That's right.
That's what's up. So, Mama, all right, so here we are. We're going to call it the Rigorous Podcast.
I love
right?
that. I like that.
Yeah, it's dope. It's dope.
I like that shit.
You're going to go, man, we've solved some things here, man. You're going to go with Shannon to
Did you
Dr.
say
Rappaport.
man or ma'am?
Man, what?
You said we solved some shit, ma'am?
No, man.
Man? So who you talking to?
I'm not talking to you. Are you kidding me? You think I called you man just now?
I was just making
I
sure.
said we just solved some shit, man. Like in general. Man in general.
I heard
Okay.
ma'am, and I would appreciate ma'am.
Well, I know you do appreciate
I love
man.
that. That's so classy.
Do you remember that time?
Excuse me, ma'am.
You remember that time, Mama? Remember that time we went to the movies? We were in the mall, and your car was stolen, and you called security.
That's right.
Do you remember that?
I do. I called them up, and I told them we went late to the late show.
To the late show,
We
yeah.
went to the late show. And Shannon, you know when you go to the movies in the mall, they close half the exits past like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So we went out and we forgot. It was me and Angelo, and Sergio was with us. I think. Sergio Chicon. We was
Shout out to Sergio Chicon.
That's right. The original Sergio Chicon,
Right.
LES. By the way, the studio's in the Lower East Side. This could not be more
Yeah,
perfect.
you just rolled out of bed.
I
boo-boo.
put my panties on and just rolled over
That's
here.
it, that's
Put my
it.
Chinese dress. By the way, I get my clothes from around the world. My shit is classy. I don't.
And you look fantastic. Where's that dress from?
This one is from China, and the chancletas from Pakistan, and the right one is from Sri Lanka.
Okay, that's
Because they get mixed up in the bin and shit. Originally, probably both was from Sri Lanka.
Right.
But I mixed them shits up.
you do, and you wear different colors.
Sometimes pink, one red, like Punky Brewster. I don't
you go.
care.
That's
I
what you
mix
do,
that
mama.
shit up. That's
You just-
it.
yeah, you-
I just don't. I don't wear yellow. You know, I don't wear yellow.
Whoa,
you know why?
Why not?
Because I don't want to look like Big Bird. My face is big and
Oh,
shit.
oh, that's
I
right.
don't wear yellow and shit.
That's right. That's right.
That's not my area. I don't let anyone see my feet and shit.
I know you're big on area, man. You got to rock your area.
That's right. And the mesh, you know the mesh on the chancleta?
Yeah.
There's a method behind the madness and shit.
What
So
is
the
it?
mesh,
Right.
it kind of hides the foot,
Okay.
but it also, you can see it. It's
Okay.
kind of like a radiator cover.
Okay,
So you can see
yeah.
the silhouette of the foot.
Yeah.
Makes that shit look sexy.
So you know the radiator's in there, but you can't really see
You
it.
can't really see that shit.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's good
You
stuff.
get it. There's a method to the madness. You
That's
knew
what's
that.
up. That's what's up. So okay. So then you called security.
So we called security. So we went out to we went on one exit and there was no cars.
Right.
And I could have sworn that was the exit we came out.
Right.
So I called the security. I said somebody stole my car.
Right.
He said, "What kind of car do you drive, ma'am?" I said, "First of all, thank you for calling me ma'am." and then I told him Toyota Corolla. And he said, "Bitch, nobody stole your car."
I thought.
But then he came and drove me around. You remember?
Yeah, I do.
And even though he was a fake cop, he was
Yeah.
a mall security. He still had that uniform on.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I am. Are you a Shannon? Do you melt for some hero dick?
I do.
Holy
okay.
shit!
Well done. Because you left me and Sergio right where we were, and you went alone with the cop, with the security guy in the car. What happened?
I'm sure you was wondering. I know it doesn't take 50 minutes to find this fucking Toyota
It was a long
Corolla.
time.
That's
Yeah.
right. We spent about 42 minutes hooking up,
Okay.
sucking dick.
Yeah.
And then I found the Corolla.
Okay.
I sucked that fake cop's dick. I was a weakness. Once I see that little badge, even though that shit said mall security and special on it, I still suck that dick.
You're weak. You're weak with the hero dick, boo boo.
Hero dick. Shannon, you got to tell these girls, like, if you made me at home, ladies, with that 925 dick, that cubicle dick, that shit is not inspiring. That, like, oh, I'm making $47,000 a year. Oh, my boss gave me a compliment too much. He said he's going to give me a Christmas bonus. When you sucking that dick, you putting half effort into
Yeah.
it. But when you suck that hero dick, you feel like you're doing that shit for your country. You crawl on the floor like you a Marine in Fallujah in 2007, roll up to that dick and salute that shit like it's the President of the United States, Obama, not Trump.
Not the new one.
And then you pull that shit out and start sucking that shit and
Right.
treat it like Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. You say, "This is my dick. There are many like it, but this one is mine." I say, suck that hero dick for your country and shit.
Don't you sing? You always sing. You always
Get money. What's that?
No, you sing when you suck the dick.
Oh, yeah, you need to suck that dick
Yeah.
and sing "The Wind Beneath My Wings" while you do it without dropping one note. No gargling noises or none. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Cup dropping the balls. Don't drop one note and shit. I'm a professional at that
You
shit.
know what you're doing, mama.
That's right.
You know what you're doing.
It's good to be back with you, and
It's-
that we're
yeah.
going to be seeing each other once a week.
Yeah.
It's very good for my morale.
Yeah? Why do you say that?
Because it's you're just good energy, Angelo.
Oh, that's adorable.
You're always good energy.
Thank you, baby.
Even
You know
though
I
I
love
have
you.
to say, I have seen you wearing that peach shirt.
Yeah.
During January.
That's not true, boo boo. That's not
I have
true.
seen you wear
That's
that
not-
shit in January with some
You know what?
Jodeci boots.
It could be okay. Let's talk about this. You are the sweetest, but every now and again, you just get this thing in which you just want to come off on me. We were doing a show at Gotham Comedy Club, and I was wearing some boots, and
Some boots?
she was not
Some
having
caterpillar
it.
boots.
She was not having it. That was a little bugged out on how you called me out on that
It was
shit.
Friday night. This is New York City, Angelo.
Yeah, but
this
you
is
know-
New York City.
Yeah, but you're
you work at
beyond
the
that.
Daily
You-
Show. You work at the Daily Show.
I do work at the
and
Daily
you,
Show.
You still got on hood boots and shit. You need to get yourself some Sperry topsiders and shit.
Yeah.
You making Sperry topsider money right now, and you came out. Not only was they not Timberland boots, they was some fake ass fucking.
They were Levi's.
Those were Levi's.
They were Levi boots.
Stop it. We need to edit that part out.
They were Levi's.
That's disrespectful.
They
and
were
shit.
Levi's. I kept that from you when I was wearing them, but they were Levi's.
I think
and
it was
it's just
caterpillars, fake
and it's-
caterpillars.
Well, I mean, they look. I guess they look like that to you, but they were Levi's. But I think it's amazing on how fashion conscious you are. Like you know your shit, mama.
Am I fashionable?
You fashionable as fuck.
Have you ever seen all the pictures of the people dressing like me on Halloween and all that shit?
That is a phenomenon. Shannon, have you seen that?
I actually had a friend that did it.
You did?
Yeah.
Not only have you seen it, you were in the same room when they changed into it.
Yep.
All right,
Was it a
yeah.
he or a she that did it?
A he.
It was a he?
Yeah.
How did he pull it off?
Not as good as you.
Not as good. That's right.
Nothing is as good. I
Where
mean,
did
we
he
know
get
that.
his clothes? Because I get my shit from an exclusive store, 99-cent store down there on
Boom.
3rd Avenue.
Yep.
That's it.
Where-
These clothes come from China. I don't get that domestic product. Where did he get that shit?
I don't know. I'll ask him for the next show.
But you're such a phenomenon. Folks dress like you for Halloween. Folks get Dassit tattooed on their bodies. They get like their license plates rigorous. I mean, you're just a phenomenon. This podcast is gonna be ridiculous.
It's gonna be so much fun, and look at all these podcasts they got going here. I haven't heard of any of these people.
You
on
know,
the
I was
wall.
surprised. I was surprised that you called me and asked me because I was like, okay, you know about the podcast? Like, how do you know about the podcast, Mama?
Well, that's a good question, Angelo.
Okay.
You know I'm constantly on Wikipedia.
Yes, you are.
Researching shit.
Yes, you
I also went and bought one of those candles.
The what?
The candle.
What's
The candle. I'll be reading on that candle.
Oh, the Kindle.
The Kindle.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
So I got one of those candles.
Right.
So I'll be
Okay. Mm-hmm.
reading constantly. And I be started to listen to this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was where a baby insect was born, a podcast and shit.
Oh, okay. You thought
Because I don't know why they're calling a radio show a podcast.
podcast.
But we on some new digital shit.
What's the origin of that podcast?
That's a good question. I
Yeah.
can Wikipedia that shit when we get out
Yeah,
of here.
let's do that. Let's
We'll find
Wikipedia.
out.
So you've been listening to podcasts and you decided I could do this?
I started listening to a few podcasts.
Who you been listening to?
The first one I listened to is the Real Ass Podcast with Louis J. Gomez.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he's cute. Let me tell you something.
You like that? You like
Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah.
He's not cute like Marry Him cute.
Yeah.
You do not. He's a little frightening.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to bring him home to your parents.
Nah.
If you bring him home to your parents, you're going to make your parents upset. They're going to be worrying you're doing drugs, you're making bad decisions.
Right.
He's a bad decision.
He's not that cute. He's not that type of cute.
Yeah, he's not.
He's more like bathroom stall cute.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And the way you brought it up is perfect. Because there's different types of cute. And
Right.
Shannon knows this.
Yeah.
There's sort of like cute. That
Okay.
means like, holy shit, I'm going to eat this motherfucker.
Okay.
That's like Jon Snow cute.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
he could fuck me on the anywhere.
Yeah, okay.
And then Louis, the married type is like cute.
Okay.
You know, like he's going to read to my kids cute.
Okay.
You say it with a little higher.
Like a little, like, yeah.
A little, he's
little
so cute.
octave up.
Yeah, like
Okay.
almost like you settling, but you know you settling because he's a good person.
Yeah.
You're going to overlook the fact that he's not going to protect you on the train.
Okay.
You-
Okay.
Louis J. Gomez. I'm not. I don't.
What cute is Louis J? What's
Usually,
that
if
cute?
I get into some shit on the train, you know me, Angela. I don't take shit.
No, you don't.
I shock people. They don't know it's coming. I take them
Nobody.
on the court. They don't know they're going to lose.
Exactly.
And then if they try to throw those hands, they don't know they're going to lose.
They gonna feel
But you're
your
going
hands.
to lose. They're going to feel it.
They gonna feel your
They're going
hands.
to feel it, and I'm not going to feel it. So Louis J.
Yeah.
First of all, how hilarious is it that he puts a middle initial in his name?
Yeah.
A dirtbag like that walking around like he's a poet and shit. That shit everyone should just call him Lou Gomez. He don't look like no Louis J and shit.
Louis G.
Louis J look like he come with a jacket with patches on the elbow.
And that's not what he does.
That's not what we talking
So
about.
what's the inflection of cute? Like, what cute is he when you see Louis J? How do you say he's cute?
cute? Like cute. Oof, like shit, making my ass pussy wet, kind of cute.
Okay, gorilla type.
Shannon knows what I'm talking. He look like he's going to protect you. That's some primal shit.
Okay.
When you see Louis J. Gomez, that's primal. That's in the deep in a woman's brain.
Right.
Like he going to kill a kangaroo for me and bring me kangaroo meat. And if anyone tries to invade our little cave and try to put out our fire,
Right.
he's going to die for me out there.
Okay.
So he's the type I could take on the train and I don't have to fight. I just sit back with my Japanese fan and fan myself
Right.
while he takes on 3 dudes. He's a fucking animal.
He fights the
Yeah.
whole car.
And I
for
just
you.
sit there getting turned. I might even start the fight just to watch him.
Just to
I might even start the fight just to watch him get into it.
Yeah,
And
you
you know he would get into it too, because he's not the brightest apple in the bunch. He's
And
easy
he
to
enjoys-
manipulate.
He enjoys the scrap. He
would
enjoys
be-
the scrap.
He's too easy of a prey. I would bat him around like a cat because I'm a panther. I'll tell you that shit right
You
now. And
are
I
a
stay
Panther,
activated.
baby. You stay. Panthers activate.
That's right.
Yeah, you tell the ladies, man. You teach
Shannon's
'em.
hair is panther. That's panther activated right there. Your hair
It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
is gorgeous right there.
Yeah.
Look at that shit. Pretty in pink. That's what I like to say. That shit.
Dr. Rappaport did that.
No.
Okay.
Rappaport of wits and shit.
Rappaport of wits.
That's right.
All right, mama. So okay. So these are the different cutes that you like.
That's right.
I don't know. I mean, you think maybe you'll step to Louis J just for just a night of passion, just to see what it's like, just to see how many motherfuckers he'd beat for you.
That's a good question, Angelo. I
do
think
you
Louis J. Gomez he's gonna be more of like a gas digital Christmas party hookup. You know, somewhere.
That's just yeah.
He's
that's-
a
keep it there.
He's a Christmas party hookup.
Yeah, keep it there.
Yeah, keep it at the Christmas. He's holidays. He's on some Santa Claus shit.
Keep it there.
We wake up in the morning, we don't even remember what happened. I had too much eggnog. That's like he's the type of shit I need to do it for my own personal satisfaction, but I don't want anybody to know about it.
Right.
That's
Okay.
because you know I'm trying to go classy.
Yeah, you are.
But
you
I
may-
do
you
got
may-
I do got a weakness for the working class boys though. Shannon knows that shit. She from Staten Island. That was what she aspired to. Marry a construction worker with those benefits and shit.
Wait a minute. You're not from Staten Island, are you?
I'm from Brooklyn. I live in Staten Island.
Oh, you live now in Staten
Yeah.
Island. You did it backwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
no, that's how they do it. The Italians?
Yeah.
That's the Italian pilgrimage.
That's where they go.
That's
huh?
how they do it. That's the way. That's their path.
Yeah.
They start in Brooklyn and then they move to Staten Island. They want a little more green. That's
Yeah.
their Westchester.
That's yeah.
That's the Italian Westchester, Staten Island and shit.
That's what it is.
That's right.
Hey, Shannon, do you think there'd be dudes in Staten Island that'd be feeling and into the Queen here?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Do you know of any?
I'll send you a few numbers, but it's all white working class men out there.
Okay.
Well, those benefits is what I'm trying to
yeah,
get.
yeah. We talking about what type of insurance do they have?
Yeah.
They got Aetna?
Well, they definitely have pensions, like good pensions.
Well, if you're talking about he works for the MTA, I personally know that that's a very good job right there. The MTA.
Okay.
I know they got extra money because they always keeping that 13 cents on my fucking MTA card. You ever notice you can't get that extra 20 cents off that fucking MTA card? They stealing that
the
shit.
MetroCard math is insane.
That's right.
It's insane.
And
And
that-
then you just get tired and you just throw them away. How many times do we get rid of them? You're right. There's 13, 17.
That's right.
Oh, you're
How
right.
much of a
You're
New
right.
York City
You're right.
scam is that? This city is all about
Yeah.
the hustle.
It
And
is.
even the MTA, they make you get that card. And then there's always an extra 36 cents on that shit.
Yeah.
You keep adding to it until the card, the magnetic strip is wiped out.
Right.
And there's 37 cents still trapped on that fucking card.
Yeah.
So I'm going to vote for a mayor who's going to get that shit out that card.
You ever think about running, Mama? Never mind voting for anybody. You ever think about running
Well-
for office?
Somebody from the Lower East Side is running for councilwoman, Caroline Rivera or some shit. I saw her sign right outside. I put it on my phone. What's her name? I'm voting for her.
You're voting for her?
Only because she's the only council person I've ever heard of. So, since I know her name, I'm voting for her. And she's from the Lower East Side. Carolina Rivera for city council.
Carolina Rivera.
Just got my endorsement. I don't know if that's going to help or hurt.
okay. So
That's right.
it's gonna help. How's it gonna hurt? It's not gonna hurt. It's gonna help.
But
But have you thought? Have you thought about running? Have you thought about, trying to change the world, baby. You
I
know
got
what's
too much
happening.
of a pass, but now you're right though. Donald Trump opened the door where people with skeletons could fucking
No matter what
'Cause
what
he-
past do you have that hasn't now been dealt with?
grabbing
and-
dicks. I grab
Yeah.
dicks on the regular.
Well, he grabbed pussy. Like,
I know, but
so what the?
And that's right. You're right, because maybe he pushed that door open.
yeah,
You know.
and you just go through, and there's something charming about you touching dicks. You know what I mean? It's not
Well, you know what the millennials are going to say about that shit.
what they gonna say about
That was sexual harassment, Maurica. You can't be touching those dicks. Shut up. I be grabbing dicks. That's it.
But those are the same millennials that come to the show and enjoy it, right? They enjoy the show. They gotta understand that's what you do.
That's
You want to
what I
change
do.
the world.
Also-
So you want to, touch
Yeah.
dicks, get that money, touch them dicks.
And also, I'm
Oh,
just
that's your
trying to-
platform. That's
What?
your platform.
That's the first thing I say when I get up there.
That's what's up.
Hello, Pete. First of all, I do that queen wave.
Oh, okay.
God, you're right. You know what? Maybe I should run for some shit.
Yeah, man.
Because I've been dreaming my whole life to do this shit.
Yeah.
That little queen wave, Shannon. You ever seen this classy ass shit right here?
Yeah.
I want to, the queen wave. That little like she just looking at the people like you disgusting and I'm
Right.
hiding it and just like
Like,
all you deserve
goodbye.
is this. You don't even deserve a full this. I just give you this shit, right? I've been dreaming to do that classy
Okay.
ass British
So then,
wave.
all right. So then you walk to the podium. You do this, right? You do the queen wave.
The queen wave right to the podium and I say, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen."
Right.
Should I say that? Or people of New York City.
Okay. Yeah.
New York City.
My people.
My peoples.
My people.
Mi gente.
Mi gente.
Mi gente.
Mi
My
gente.
peoples.
Right.
The peoples of New York City and the outer boroughs. The people from New York City do not like to consider people of New York City.
Right. Right. That's a little wordy. That's a little wordy.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
How about the people of New York City? Begrudgingly also Hoboken, Weehawken, and all that trashy ass pineapple pizza shit at 4 a.m. People.
That's disgusting.
Have you ever been to Hoboken? That shit is a shit show after 2 a.m.
I bet.
It's like
yeah.
a college town.
It is. Yeah. It's
Good hunting grounds though.
Yeah. I
Lot
would
of
imagine.
classy,
I
lot
would
of
imagine for you.
classy. I'm going to take Shannon. We're going to hunt.
Yeah.
That's it. You want to hunt with me, Shannon?
I would love to.
Fucking 2 panthers rolling the streets with our hair. I put these chancletas on. We panther. We be panthering constantly and shit.
Hoboken to be fucked.
That's right, walking rigorously and shit like models down the street. Her tits be bouncing, but not too much because them shits is heavy and fake. So they don't move too much. They got girth. That plastic holds up good and shit. She got rubber in them tits.
So they don't bounce too much.
Not too much, just a little bit.
I'm sure they bounce.
That's what I want.
I'm sure they bounce.
I'm sure you
is that-
think about them bouncing, you dirty motherfucker. I know what you're thinking
I
about.
will
Keep your
now.
mind over here. Keep your
Alright,
head up
alright,
in the
alright.
clouds.
Right. So, okay. So you're going to go to the podium. You're going to do the Queen Wave. You're going to say people of New York. You can't include Hoboken because they don't vote.
They don't have a vote.
They
Thank
don't have
God.
a vote. So, all right, people
I'm
of
just
New
kidding.
York.
I love you, Hoboken.
People of New York.
People of Brook.
Just people of New York.
People of New York.
Because people in Queens and Staten Island, they think they're part of New
People
York
of
City.
Westchester. I'm going to run in Westchester. Because doesn't if I move to Westchester and run,
maybe.
don't they have to pay for my housing? So I can get the house there?
That's true, yeah.
Go through the back door. Hustle that shit.
Yeah, maybe, you know what? Yeah, but I think you have to live.
In the White House. In Westchester. The White House.
They don't have a White House.
Of course they got a White House, Angelo.
They have,
If you're the president of Westchester,
you can't be the president of Westchester. Boo-boo.
somebody's the president of Westchester.
No, it's like the mayor. No, it's the governor of Westchester.
You just guessing right now.
I am.
Whenever I saw
It's
you,
not the president, though. You know, it's not the
but
president.
why you try to act like you know? You said no. It's the governor. It's the governor of Westchester.
It's the governor of Westchester. Yes.
There's a governor of
There's
Westchester.
a governor of Westchester.
Are you willing to bet how much? Shannon's about to look that shit up right now.
Because there's Shannon. No, don't look it up because it's not a governor.
No,
'Cause
look
it's the
it up.
governor of New York. The governor of New York is the governor of everything, right?
Of the state.
the whole state.
Of the
Okay.
whole state.
Okay, no. All right, so it's not. All right, why is this a civics lesson? Just fucking
Because
go
I
out there
want
and
to
run.
find out. Because
Council person. You got to start low. You know, just council
I
and
don't
then
want to step on Carolina Rivera's toes. She's worked very hard to get what she's.
that's Lower East Side though. I'm talking about
Westchester.
yes, mama.
But
that's,
don't I have to put a residence down in Westchester?
well, you got to
first?
live out there for a little bit.
So how am I gonna do that? Go just get on Tinder and just try to meet somebody out there?
Find a dude, and then do what you got to do, and then say, "Can I borrow your address?"
I want to live up there in North Salem. Have you been out there?
North Salem.
Lots of deer. I want to kill a whole deer family and shit. I want a sheriff to show up, not an NYPD. I want to see a sheriff.
So you don't just want to you don't want to kill a deer family just to kill them. You
Not
just
to-
you want to do it so it can be an incident so that the
the
sheriff
sheriff
could
comes.
come over.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to kill
Why
the
don't you
deer.
just, you can
God
just go to the
forbid.
precinct, mama? Just go to the precinct and
But
say what's up.
That seems too contrived. Is that the word?
But killing a deer
No, because
family.
that happens all the time.
It does.
You're driving, those deer jump out, they see the headlights, boom. It's
Right.
like when the people see me on stage, when my charisma hits the stage, you notice how they freeze?
Yeah, you can't be
They
responsible
freeze.
for that.
They
yeah.
basically a deer in my charisma headlights.
That's very true. there should be a sheriff jumping on stage.
There should be a sheriff jumping on stage
Yeah.
to handle the incident.
So okay, so then you kill a deer family. It has to be a family or just a deer?
No, just one deer.
Just one deer, and you kill it,
And I
then the
didn't do it
sheriff
intentionally.
And then the sheriff, right? And then the sheriff shows up.
Yes.
And then what? Like what happens? Like how do you?
I said, hello, sheriff.
Because it's traumatic, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna act like?
I'm going to say I'm going to act distraught.
Right, there
Even
you
though
go.
we from New York City. I've
Yeah.
seen blood before and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, we
But I'm
see-
going to act like this is my first rodeo.
Right.
I say like a damsel in distress and shit.
Right.
Just curled up on a rock weeping
Right.
when he comes. Shit. Crying like, oh my God, sheriff. Then I look at his name tag to get that name. John, you know the name going to be John.
Yeah.
Sheriff John.
Sheriff.
John Stevens.
Okay.
John Stevens.
John Stevens. You
Or
like?
maybe they Irish up there too, you think, the cops?
They
in
probably are.
Westchester?
Yeah, sure, of course.
O'Hanlon?
O'Hanlon is
Officer
good.
O'Hanlon. Sheriff O'Hanlon.
Sheriff O'Hanlon.
Sheriff O'Hanlon.
Yeah, who handles like the deer incidences.
The deer police.
Right, deer police.
Because that's probably the biggest thing that happened to him all month was the deer got hit. So he probably crawled out of bed and shit to come see this deer.
And then he gets there and he sees you destroyed. He
That's
sees the
right.
queen destroyed.
Right. And I keep the headlights just off because this is, night. I want to have that sort of club lighting, strobe lighting situation.
Right.
Because I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
But when the lights is dim,
Uh-huh.
shit, we all even more beautiful.
Yeah, you're
That's
gorgeous.
right.
You're
I don't know what his
gorgeous.
type is.
Right,
So I'm
okay.
going to catfish this fucking sheriff. Going to catfish his ass.
Okay.
So he comes and boom. Then I panther over to him slowly.
Right.
Bong, bong, bong. Rigorously walking and shit.
Right.
Hi, Sheriff. It's such a tragedy. What happened was I wasn't going anything over 22 to 25 miles per hour.
Okay.
And then this poor deer, he just jumped out of nowhere.
Oh, my God.
And I just moved up here from New York City, Lower East Side in the building. Ooh, ooh. I'll say that shit because I can't help it. I'm from the Lower East Side and I'll get excited when I say that shit.
They're gonna ask you for your
and I throw a
information
couple
anyway.
gunshots. Exactly.
They're gonna ask you for your information.
So that's
anyway.
how I get my information. Lower East Side, Avenue C, motherfucker, was get money, touch dick, all that shit.
All of it.
And he's going to be a little stunned. I'm saying, sorry,
Right.
officer, I'm a city girl.
Right.
I just moved up here. I didn't know you're not supposed to scream like that.
Right.
If I did that in the city, everyone starts dancing, getting excited, and shooting in the air. So I'm sorry.
Right.
And he's going to, that's okay, ma'am. I'm going to say, thank you for calling me ma'am. And I'm going to say, do you want me to help you with this deer carcass to get it off the side of the road?
Right.
And then he's going to
That's
say,
a good move.
That's right.
Asking him if you want
You want
help.
some help, right?
Yeah,
but then he's going to notice that the deer is still alive a little bit.
Mm.
So I'm going to say, officer, don't do it.
Okay,
And he's going to say, no, we have to put it out of its misery.
Okay.
And then he's going to be saying, I hate doing this. And then I'm just going to kick that deer's head and put it out for him. And then I'm going to say, let me help you with this car. Because he's holding up my process, this deer. I mean,
right.
the deer's done. I'm going to help him anyway. So we killed that
The
deer.
deer is taking you as far as it possibly
It could
could.
possibly go.
Yeah, it's over.
So I'm still a hustler from New York City. You know how that shit is.
Sure.
So we pulled that deer to the side of the road. And as we dragging that deer, it's a big ass fucking deer, Angelo.
Yeah.
Our hands touch, cross.
Oh.
Because he's holding the back legs, I'm holding the front legs.
Right.
And then I jerk that deer so his hand will slip, and then my hand falls on that.
Got it.
And then this music starts playing out of my iPhone that I have queued up.
Right.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit closer. That shit just starts playing on Pandora.
Now. And you just start moving in slow motion.
No,
and
not
just-
slow motion.
No, just
'Cause
like
once
with
that
you-
music comes on and boom, the eyes connect.
Yeah.
Like I said, he freezes he's the deer in the headlights of my charisma.
Yeah.
And then I just go and grab that dick, and then you just use your imagination.
You killed
what
2
happens
deer
after
that night.
I killed 2 deer.
You killed 2
Officer
deer that
O'Hanlon
night.
went down, and so did Bambi. I'm sorry, Bambi, you was cute too.
Mama, you have a plan for everything.
That's right.
You don't go in empty-handed. You know what you're doing.
For the people who might get offended at that deer murder, that shit didn't happen.
It didn't happen
We're
at
just
all.
making a joke.
Absolutely.
Shit, people, this is
Absolutely.
sensitive.
Just relax. And then whoever was offended by the fact that a Sheriff O'Hanlon would be taken by Maurica, relax. That didn't happen. These are
It's
all
going to happen.
These
though.
are all fantasies that will happen. Because I feel like your fantasies are really close to life.
Yeah, I try to keep my shit in reality.
Yeah, but still fantasize.
Well, I don't really exist as a person.
I know.
So
to me, you do.
This whole shit is fantasy.
Well, to me, you do.
That's just a joke for the demo. But even if we said that shit on the cast, we don't care because we wild New York City people.
We don't give a
I don't give a shit.
fuck.
This was a lot of fun, Angelo.
Mama, this has been amazing. Like for the first time, first demo, the Rigorous Podcast, it was amazing. Thank you for having me. Thank you for asking me to be a part of this.
I want you to be here every time, Angelo.
Man,
you know what's
you
the
know
best
me.
part about this is?
What is
it
it?
just felt like me and you was sitting down at the Cheesecake Factory having
That's
a
it.
conversation over some fucking free refills. That's right.
it. You love your free refills.
I get a squash soup and then I just say, bring me that iced tea.
That's right.
And then they keep bringing those iced teas and then I just tell them to just fill this purse up with iced tea and then I go sell that shit on the side of a highway. I treat Cheesecake like my personal iced tea wholesaler.
Mommy's an entrepreneur. She
That's
knows what
right.
she's doing. So anyway, this has been fantastic, Mama. And
Till
let's
next time.
do it again.
Yeah, stay classy, everybody.
Everybody, ABC.
Get money, touch dicks, that's it.
Boom. Peace.